In the 2000s, there was a moment that deserves more attention, a short yet impactful time when Black boys and girls switched on their TVs and saw themselves not as mere side characters, not as cliches, but as the very essence of the narrative. Nickelodeon and Disney were not without their imperfections, but they created a pathway for a generation of Black youth. Prior to the 2000s, Black characters in children's television were frequently marginalized, either absent or confined to restrictive roles. However, a change occurred. Networks came to understand that Black children were not tuning in, engaging, and warranted more than simplistic portrayals. This period not only featured Black characters, it placed them at the forefront.
Growing up, hearing that China and McClain thought that she was, and we all were exceptional, that's what I needed to hear in the morning before school. Or on Good Luck Charlie, hearing Bridget tell us everything's gonna be all right. Hang in there, baby. She's been there, she survived, so just take her advice. I didn't have a choice but to believe that things were gonna be better. Debbie Ryan had me thinking that it was gonna feel like a party every day when I grew up. On Victorious, Make It Shine, we don't have to be afraid to put our dreams in action. We're never gonna fade, we're gonna be the main attraction. It was impossible to be sad watching those shows. And if that was all you knew, kids didn't have a chance to be sad. But now, all they have is Zombies 8.
Christ's love isn't like everybody else's love. It's not like the world's love. The world's love loves you when you do things right or when you do things with them. But as soon as you make a mistake, they take that love away. But what I've experienced with the love of Christ is that it loves first. It loves through wrongdoing. It loves when you shouldn't be loved anymore. It's unconditional. And that's the love that I believe is going to change the world and has changed me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Micaiah. I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black and I'm back and I'm black.
Yo, Sasha here. Excuse me? Supermodels do not fly business class. Now, I'm not gonna demand a private jet, but I think Jag could at least spring for first class.
And today I am bringing you all another video diving into the era that made us feel seen. I know if we go back to our memory bank, back on Nickelodeon and on Disney Channel, we've seen so much representation within the Black community, and it was so beautiful to see on our screen. And I just want to blast to the past on such a great iconic moment. And I know these moments make me feel special, and I wanted us to just take a blast to the past because I love nostalgic things and it warms my heart. So I pray it can warm your hearts within this cold weather as well. So before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to see more of me. And if you're new, hey, and if you're a returner, I really, truly appreciate the love. If you get the chance, please check out my social media platforms down within the description box, where I display my passion for fashion along with other interests that I have. And for all who are new, you should know I do an array of topics. I am extremely diverse. I do more nerdy topics, I do nostalgic topics, and I do more conscious topics, and I dibble and dabble within vlogs. So if you're interested in any of those facets, then you'll most definitely love it over here. I'm your girl. I'll leave you wanting more. So let's get back into the video. Now, before I continue, I wanted to say that I was inspired by this video from the TikTok account, The Brown Room, and I love the post and the layout that they made, and I'm going to dive deeper and expand on the post. But yes, I wanted to give them their credit before we get back into it. As a child, I was unaware of the term representation. All I understood was the sensation of arriving home, tossing my bag by the entrance, and switching on the television. I recall sitting on the floor, on the couch, watching characters that resemble me laugh, stumble, dream, and succeed. They weren't imparting a lesson. They were simply existing. And in that moment, it made me feel like I could do the same. I witnessed it in Raven's self-assurance, how she occupied space unapologetically, in Penny Proud, balancing family, culture, and the trials of growing up, in Kenan and Kel, being boisterous, playful, and inseparable without anyone asking them to quiet down. At that moment, I was unaware because those shows were subtly conveying a significant message to me, that my happiness was legitimate, that my voice deserved to be acknowledged, that I didn't need to diminish myself to fit in. I also felt this within Smart Guy and Ant Farm. Black children portrayed as intelligent, talented, and extraordinary without facing isolation or punishment. They weren't the only one present, they embodied the entire room. When True Jackson VP or Casey Undercover aired, I witnessed Black girls making choices, guiding teams, and tackling challenges. It sowed a seed that leadership could resemble me. Even the films held significance. Let It Shine, Rags, tales where Black children could be gentle, melodic, loving, and optimistic. A world that wasn't merely a battleground to endure. It was a canvas we were permitted to envision our dreams upon. At the time, I had no idea this period was unique. I only sensed that it was comforting. It felt secure. It felt like I was a part of something without needing to ask. And now as I reflect, I realize why it lingers in my memory. Those programs didn't merely amuse me. They played a role in forming my self-perception. They conveyed that I had a place in narratives, in joy, in guidance, and creativity. Nickelodeon, in essence, realized something important. Black children deserve happiness on screen. Series like Kenan and Kel didn't seek approval to be entertaining. They were loud, silly, and proudly Black, without turning Blackness into a source of humor. My Brother and Me illustrated a Black family simply, living their lives. No moral outrage, no trauma stories, just the joy of childhood. Additionally, all that granted Black kids the freedom to be eccentric, innovative, and key players in comedy. In Kenan and Kel, episodes like Who Loves Orange Soda weren't just catchphrases. They were cultural touchstones. Kel wasn't there to be corrected or civilized. He was silly, expressive, emotional, and deeply loved. And all that gave us sketches like Good Burger, where Black teens weren't sidekicks. They were the center of the joke and the success. Then came Cousin Skeeter. The episodes titled I'm Going to the Movies focused not on race, but rather on the themes of embarrassment, crushes, and the journey of growing up. That was the essence of it. Black children were allowed to be awkward, animated, over the top. Blackness didn't require justification. It simply was. Disney took a unique approach to representation. While Nickelodeon focused on humor, Disney embraced aspirations. That's So Raven introduced us to Black girls who were emotionally intelligent, imperfect, and completely in control of her narrative. Raven defied stereotypes. She was a teen filled with dreams and drive and compassion. The Proud Family depicted Black identity, rich, affectionate, and intricate, with culture intricately integrated into daily life.
Disney used to be so Black back in the day. Let's talk about it. We had Smart Guy, That's So Raven, and things like The Color of Friendship, all showing the Black experience without diluting the main Black character into a frog or a soul for more than half the movie. Case in point. And another one. I love Princess and the Frog, but really, she was a frog most of the movie. Maybe 20% actually a human.
The Proud Family stands out as one of the most culturally vibrant animated series in history. In the episode of 7 Days of Kwanzaa, culture was not merely an afterthought. It served as the very cornerstone. For Black children, representation goes beyond mere visibility. It encompasses the freedom to be loud, permission to be gentle, permission to be intelligent, playful, clumsy, and self-assured. When children observe their reflections with thoughtfulness, they understand that they have the right to occupy space, particularly for Black boys. This time period revealed a form of masculinity that includes more than just strength. It embraces camaraderie, laughter, and openness. What rendered this era impactful wasn't its loud proclamations about diversity. It was its casual nature. Blackness didn't require constant explanation or defense. It merely existed. That sense of normalcy was revolutionary. Here go. Kenan and Kel, the inaugural mainstream Nick sitcom that revolved around two Black teen boys. It highlighted, celebrated Black humor devoid of stereotypes. It launched careers and normalized the concept of Black male friendships, fun, and emotional depth. It set the standard for Black-led comedy aimed at kids.
Fresh out the box. Stop, look and watch. Ready yet? Get set. It's All That.
All That provided Black children with a platform for creative expression through sketch comedy, brought to life memorable characters and unforgettable catchphrases. It served as a springboard for numerous Black entertainers, demonstrated that Black children could take center stage in a world of children's comedy.
Hey there, I'm Skeeter, this is Bobby, and I just wanted to say that our show is the very greatest, most outrageous, fantastic show on television.
Subtle.
Cousin Skeeter, a blend of live action and puppetry featuring a Black cast. It depicted Black family life as fun, loving, and ordinary, allowed Black children to be quirky and expressive and full of joy.
The best thing about Nickelodeon's new show, My Brother and Me, is it's about me.
Wait a minute, Alfie. I thought it was about me.
Actually, the show should be called My Highly Intelligent, Magnetically Attractive Sister Melanie and Me. It's simple. Just call it The Goose Show. No.
My Brother and Me.
My Brother and Me, one of the first Nick shows featuring a Black family as the main focus. It depicted the bonds between siblings and the everyday experiences of childhood, subtly revolutionary and profoundly relatable.
I need you to understand that My Brother and Me only had 13 episodes, but Nickelodeon aired those same 13 episodes for like 6 years. It was gonna get a second season, but apparently there were creative differences with the producers. This is Nickelodeon. What kind of creative differences can you have? All of a sudden, was this gonna turn into a gritty show about being a Black kid in America? Black kids deserve innocent shows too. I mean, the hardest episode of this show is when Dee Dee was getting beat up by a girl. Hit me! Also, did you ever notice that Dee Dee was the only one with a thick accent? Also, the character of Melanie acted like she was a valley girl. She stayed coming for Goo as if he wasn't an entrepreneur and didn't have his own punch. And besides a brief part in Cop and a Half, this is actually the world's introduction to Amanda Seales. She probably would accuse this show of colorism today. But it was a kid show, so we ain't even going there. And this show was like Black. They always had on HBCU shirts. Kids called their parents Mama and Daddy. Not Mom and Dad, but Mama and Daddy. That's the kind of representation we need.
It's time for the Romeo show. This is my new show on Nickelodeon, Romeo. This is my house, and this is my family. Here's Jody, my older sister. She has all the style in the family, and all the attitude to go with it.
I don't understand you.
And that's my foster brother, Louis. We're always kicking it together, mixing it up, and getting into trouble, too.
You still think Dad's gonna be happy about this?
And this is my little brother, Garrett. Enough about him. He gets all the attention anyway. This is my dad, the hottest music manager in the business. He's always on the road, so we have Miss Rogers to help take care of us. She's our living nanny. She's a little bit crazy and a little bit cool at the same time.
Romeo highlighted the wealth, aspirations, and family dynamics of Black individuals without focusing on trauma. Featured a self-assured Black teenage star, confronted narrow portrayals of Black achievement. Just Jordan, a young Black individual adjusting to the life in the suburbs. They explore their identity, the process of adaptation, and the quest for belonging, all while avoiding cliches. Little Bill portrayed Black childhood as tender and full of emotion, focused on family dynamics without strife or justification, affirmed the presence of shy children, not solely the boisterous ones, set the stage for future representation on Nickelodeon. And Little Bill didn't aim to be revolutionary, and that precisely is what made it so.
Little Bill versus Caillou. Who win the fight? Little Bill all day. I want Little Bill to tear Caillou up. I don't like Caillou.
Why don't you take your lame weave and your stupid face and get out of my airspace?
Excuse me. Listen up, jerk. That sort of thing might fly with the little kids, but you're in my world now. So if I ever, and I mean ever, catch you looking at me funny, I will drag you out the mall by your neck.
Working at a grown-up job, never really knew I could work this hard. Used to sit up and watch TV. Now I'm at the office as a new VP. I'm always steady fast. When I do that fast, when we get out of hand, we have a plan. We're just making it around, we're just making the grounds for the whole wide world to see.
True Jackson VP, a Black girl holding a position of leadership and authority, empowering Black girls as an influential decision maker in spaces of power.
Baby boo. Oh my gosh, this is like the ending of the pilot episode of True Jackson VP, and this is when my life changed. Honey, when True Jackson VP hit the scene, I will never forget. I was at Universal Studios and I ended up with like hundreds of people surrounding me.
I was supposed to actually do a Nickelodeon show. It was between, when I got Shake It Up, right? I got an offer at the same time from Nickelodeon.
Do you know what show?
It was for Keke Palmer show.
Oh my
True
God.
Jackson VP. And I was gonna be a lead on that, like a bigger role. Like I think the second lead versus, you know, third or fourth or whatever it was in Shake It Up.
Yeah.
And the check was better on Nickelodeon too.
Simon, these are my friends, and we are Gravity 5!
If we had just given her a little bit more time, a little bit more love and care, we could have gone somewhere. We could have had something great. We could have had something beautiful.
How to Rock, a rich mix of talent showcasing significant Black figures, emphasizing self-assurance, personal expression, and the evolution of youth identity. The Hunted Hathaways, a Black family takes a center stage in a supernatural comedy. Typically, Black families are not portrayed in whimsical or in fantasy, so this show breaks that mold. Rags, a contemporary fairy tale featuring a Black female protagonist. It places a Black girl at the heart of a Cinderella-inspired romance, infused with music and a unique, uplifting narrative.
I think arguably one of the best Nickelodeon movies is Rags. We just don't talk about it as much as we talk about our favorite childhood movies. Like another Cinderella story movie but gender switched. Like they really ate that. If it was a Disney movie, I know it would have been much bigger. I also still listen to the soundtrack to this day, but Rags deserve much more appreciation.
Here, I know this stuff. I studied forever.
Marcus is panicking. I could help him, but then everybody will know I'm smart again.
Smart guy, focused on a Black intellectual brilliance without exclusion or mockery. At times, T.J. Henderson demonstrated that Black boys can be both intelligent and socially intricate. That's So Raven, the first Disney Channel sitcom led by a Black female. It portrayed Black girls as humorous, imperfect, driven, and strong. It changed the narrative of who could be the quote-unquote main character.
I was watching That's So Raven yesterday just randomly, and it made me think that we don't talk about that show in the way that we should talk about that show. Like, yes, we say that it's one of the best Disney Channel shows of all time. In my opinion, it is the best Disney Channel show of all time, but that's just me. As for you, if it's not in your top 5, there's something wrong with you. But I would like to make the argument that That's So Raven is one of the best sitcoms of all time. Not just Disney show, not just children's show, sitcom, period. Now, I'm not saying it's the best sitcom of all time, but like, you know, top 50, maybe even top 20, I would argue. The show came out in 2003. It's 2025 now. Most of the jokes still hold up. I still be cackling now at 28 the same way I was when I was 7 years old when the show first premiered. And the jokes were actually funny. Raven and Orlando's physical comedy peaked.
The Proud Family, firmly embedded in Black culture, family values, and humor, tackled genuine issues while maintaining a sense of joy. Among the most culturally vibrant animated children's series of all time.
What is the blackest show on Disney? With Casey Undercover, Corey in the House, Ant Farm, and Proud Family, Disney has had some pretty Black shows. But by far, the blackest Disney show is the Proud Family. They even had an episode featuring Kwanzaa and the traditions that go beyond that. We all know Sugar Mama is just like any other Black grandmother, very clear in the show, really holds that fort down. The family dynamics of this show really exemplifies the typical Black family in America. And it really is one of the blackest shows on Disney. They really ate with that.
How about something healthy and delicious?
How about something greasy and salty?
Green and leafy.
Brown and crispy.
How about something...
We both know how this is gonna end.
Corey in the House, a spinoff that placed Black children at the heart of Disney's offerings. It featured a Black boy who navigated powerful environments with confidence. The show broadened the representation of Black individuals into political and global arenas.
Calm down.
You calm down, sucker!
Did he just call me sucker?
Do y'all remember on Corey in the House when he would be like, ain't no thing but a chicken wing daddy? Or is that just in my head?
The sprite on a soccer ball.
Ant Farm, a vibrant ensemble performance featuring powerful Black representation, highlighted by China Ann McClain. It showcased Black girls as exceptionally gifted, talented, and emotionally expressive.
You was cool because you had glasses, but you ain't. You ain't cool. So talk to me. You gonna get these hands. I'm gonna put the paws on you.
KC Undercover, a Black girl takes the lead in an action, intelligent role. Casey was not just comic relief. She was strategic, skilled, and commanding.
Friends help friends make their dream come true.
4 friends will get 1 shot
We could be grabbing Grammys.
to show their spots.
Welcome to the world of a true artist.
A Disney Channel original movie starring Raven from That's So Raven, Sabrina Bryant, and 3LW's Keely Williams and Adrian Bailoff.
The Cheetah Girls focused on Black girls and their friendships, aspirations, and creative pursuits, highlighted the importance of unity, talent, and self-expression, established a significant period for Black girl representation within Disney media. Jump In highlighted the vibrant culture, discipline, and joy of Black youth through the art of Double Dutch, focused on athleticism in a non-aggressive manner, honored the Black cultural movement and the spirit of teamwork.
My name is Izzy.
Yeah.
I'm smooth and clean.
Yeah.
When I jump rope,
Yeah.
all the girls scream.
He make me holla.
Watch me while I pop my collar.
Let It Shine focused on the creativity, faith, music, and romance of Black youth. It provided a platform for Black teens to express their softer, artistic, and vulnerable sides on Disney.
Young men gotta stop being gangsters and start being graduates.
Today, representation is present, but it frequently seems more burdensome, more commercialized, and more reserved. The late 90s era and the 2000s era permitted Black children to simply be without the pressure of the world on their shoulders. It wasn't always about imparting a lesson in every episode. At times, it was merely about joy and laughter. That age cultivated confidence. It inspired imagination. It defined identities. A multitude of today's creators were raised on those shows and grasped an essential truth: we can take center stage. This time was not only a source of entertainment for Black children, they also validated their existence. For a brief period, the screen reflected back and proclaimed, you are a part of this space. What brought all these shows together wasn't perfection, it was the freedom granted. Freedom for Black children to simply exist, to be intelligent without feeling alone, to be humorous without facing ridicule, to be leaders without needing to justify their presence, to be enchanting, musical, quirky, emotional, and cherished. This time didn't require Black kids to justify their existence. It allowed them to just be. This was more than mere television. This was a daily affirmation that aired every afternoon, after school, morning, all around the clock. So I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts and perspectives on the matter. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What's one of your favorite moments during this era? I'm open to all perspectives, but as I always state, we must be respectful down within the comment section. And I want you all to remember that you are loved by the God who created the universe. He made you for such a special purpose. There's no mistake about you. So once again, let your light shine bright, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Stay blessed, everyone.